I am live. Okay. What's up, YouTube? I have never really gone live on YouTube. So today I am trying something new. I go live on all of my platforms. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, it is the Joan Experience. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is Joan underscore sales underscore Atlanta. Um, I don't know why I have all the underscores on there, but it looked cute when I did it. Today is Monday. Mondays are usually paperwork days for me, content days, um, follow up days. So I am comfy today. Um, also, this may be who you meet at a showing if it's something that we really need to just hop up and go see. But I do want to talk about the Atlanta real estate market right now and some of the options that are available. Um, our lender partners have been working very hard to get products to make it available for first-time home buyers, to make it affordable for them. I have some new construction builders who are also creating options to make it more affordable for homeowners because, as we all know, although the interest rates that we see today are normal, now we have higher interest rates along with higher property values. So that can kind of knock people out of the price points that they need to be in, not even the price points, but the amount of home that they need to purchase. So a lot of people are just like, oh, well, I'm going to wait for the market to crash, or I'm going to wait for rates to go down. Well, neither one of those are going to happen right away. The market is not crashing anytime soon. When people talk about the market crashing, they're talking about 2006, 7, 8, when the market crashed and people were underwater. Well, when they purchased their home, they did what is called um, adjustable rate. Uh, Adjustable rate interest rates, which allowed, and also lenders were during that time basically doing what it was called stated income. So you could tell the lender, hey, I make $100,000 a year. Lenders weren't really checking that. They were trying to get people into homes, so people were actually purchasing homes that they weren't actually able to afford at prices that they weren't actually able to afford. So when the market tanked, they either had to pay these balances in full, or they had to do what was called a short sale, or they went into foreclosure because they weren't able to afford the home anymore. So even if they were a even if they were to put the home on the market, they wouldn't get what they purchased the home for because the home was no longer valued at that price. So now, if you've heard people say, oh, the home buying process is so stressful, or oh, I can't believe I just sent this paperwork to my lender and they keep asking for the same paperwork over and over and over and over, that is because the underwriters are very strict now. You can't falsify documents. You can't say you work somewhere and you don't work there anymore. You can't create check stubs anymore. These things are verified, and they are verified up until the day that you go to the closing table. So if you've ever heard anybody say, oh, well, my deal fell through at the closing table, why is that? Or recently, we had a situation where a buyer had two jobs, and the full-time job, they just quit. Didn't say anything to the lender, didn't say anything to their agent. They just quit. So what does that mean? They can no longer afford the house that they are purchasing. So the lender, 3 days before closing, called the job to verify employment. And guess what that employer said? That person no longer works here. They quit 2 weeks ago. So then the lender reaches out to the buyer and they're like, oh, yeah, I quit. Well, guess what? You're no longer qualified 3 days before closing. And guess what? If that seller was in contract to purchase another home, contingent upon purchasing their home, now you have two deals that are falling through. So it's very it's it's very likely that rates will go down a little bit. We might go back down to the fives. But as far as the ones, the twos, the threes that we saw over the past 2 years, that was the economy that was the government trying to help the economy during COVID. So nobody was going out, nobody was shopping, nobody was, going to the restaurants, nobody was doing anything because they were so scared to go outside. So what can they do? Okay, let's drop the interest rates on homes because those are the biggest purchases that people ever make in their life when they buy a home, right? So let's drop the interest rates on homes and make it more affordable for our consumers to buy. So then you had an influx of buyers because everybody at this point is qualified for something. You had more buyers than you had inventory. So what does that do? That creates a seller's market. So when you create a seller's market, that means you have the highest and best. The what do they call with new construction? The they were calling it the order taking time period, where people, the new construction on site agents, which I was at the time, were just literally sitting on site taking orders. People were calling. I had people from out of state looking at properties online saying, oh, well, I won't be able to get there till the end of the month. Can I go ahead and just do the contract? People going under contract sight unseen on property because they knew by the time they got to the community, it would have been gone because that's where the market was. We're not there anymore. Homes are sitting on the market for 30 days plus now. Some of them are still going a little bit faster, but it depends on the price point. It depends on the quality of the home. I don't want to say, but the quality of the home. So if it's a home that was very well maintained, those homes are going faster. If they're under 300,000, those homes are going faster. We are seeing more homes popping out now under $300,000, but they aren't the 5-bedroom homes that you saw at the beginning of 2019. So now the median sales price in Atlanta is about $350,000, and that's first time home buyers. So this economy is growing. Atlanta is growing, it's constantly growing. There is constantly a new builder popping up somewhere in Atlanta. So if you did not purchase a home in 2020, 2021, 2022, and you're waiting, but you waited then, and that's not to say, some people had things they needed to work on, such as credit. Some people needed to save more money. But if you were able to purchase during that time and you just said, okay, I'm going to wait, the market is crazy, I don't want any parts of that. Now, what are you waiting for? Because I have clients who purchased in 2020 who are able to sell their house now, but they have doubled their equity. They have doubled their price of their home. So if you didn't purchase then, what are you waiting for now? Because just imagine what position you would put yourself in if you purchase now, held on to that home. I have a we all have a saying that we say, date the rate, marry the home. That means don't worry about the interest rate. Just get the home, especially if it's your first home. Your first home does not have to be your forever home. It doesn't have to be the most beautiful home. Buy the real estate. Buy the real estate. Buy something that you can fix up and make your own. Date the rate, marry the home means go ahead and buy the house, buy the property. When the interest rates go down, you can refinance that rate, but you can never get today's prices once they begin to increase again. So that is that saying, date the rate, marry the home. Go ahead, marry the home and date the rate. Guess what? If you decide that you no longer love that home, what do you do in a marriage? You get a divorce. You can sell it, get your money, and go buy what you really want. That's how real estate works. That is how you build wealth through real estate. You go ahead, you buy the home, you hold it, and guess what? Once you're in that home, your mortgage is your mortgage. Unless you refinance and either pull money out or just drop that rate, your mortgage is going to be your mortgage. But if you are renting, your landlord has the option every year, if it's in your lease, to go up on your rent. Do you not think they're going to take advantage of that? If you are a long time leaser, they're going to take advantage of that. So every year your rent is going up $50. $50, $100, $100. So I want you guys to think about that, because you are literally giving away thousands of dollars every year. And I'm not talking about $2,000. I am talking about right now, I you might can rent something that is decent at about $1,600, $1,700 a month. Times that by 12. This is the money that you're giving away every year to your landlord, who is somewhere on a beach. Kids are in private school. And guess what? You're paying for it. You are paying for it. But if you purchased your home and you decided that you wanted to move out of state, or you wanted to live abroad, or you just wanted to sell it, guess what? You get a return on your investment. You can rent it out, charge them more than what your mortgage is, and put money in your pocket while paying the mortgage, or you can sell it, pull that equity out, go buy a new home. I have a client right now. This guy was like, hey, I want to sell my house. I want to start a business in Jamaica. He's Jamaican. He wants to go back to his home country and open up a bar. I said, okay, how much do you owe on your home? I only owe like $100,000 on it. So I know I got a lot of equity, and I'm going to buy another house. Okay, well, do you need another house? Like, have you outgrown that house? Is it just you? I could have easily taken this deal and gotten my commission and ran with it, right? But no, my job is to educate the client. You can keep your home. You can also pull the equity out of your home, start your business in Jamaica, and guess what? You have a business and a mortgage in one bill. Why would you sell your most valuable asset that you owe basically nothing on to go and buy something more expensive and start another business, and start a business that is also expensive? You're going to be dragging yourself two different ways. Put all of that in one. Keep your house, pull your equity out, create one bill that is going to cover your home expenses and your business expenses. That is the joy of owning real estate. So when you hear people say you can build wealth through real estate, this is how. Because every year, every month, you're paying on that balance. You're paying on that balance. But the equity in your home is steady rising. Your mortgage is going down every payment you make. And if you're smart, you'll make an extra payment every year to make that go down quicker. But that equity is steady rising. So once that equity gets here and your mortgage balance gets here, if you're in a situation where you're like, oh crap, I need some money, you don't have to go take out a loan and have another bill. You can take that money out of your home and put it all in one. It's kind of like consolidation. I had a client who had equity in their home, only took out maybe 30, 40,000, paid off their car, paid off their credit cards. That is called consolidation. And you're putting all of that into one bill, your mortgage. And they still didn't even take out all the equity. We're getting ready to sell their house now, and they're still going to make over $100,000 on this property. So, guys, when I say that you are able to build wealth through real estate, I mean it. We also have loan programs available for first-time investors. If you are currently, if you currently own a property and your name is on the deed, we have a loan program available that will allow you to purchase a investment property. It's called a DCSR loan, meaning as long as you can rent this property for more than the monthly mortgage, that is what approves the mortgage. That is what approves the loan. I'm sorry, the loan. So education is key. Talk to your lenders, talk to real estate agents, get involved in your community, find out how you can purchase real estate and build your portfolio, because every millionaire has their hand in real estate. Real estate has created the most millionaires that this world has ever seen. So find out how you can start building wealth through real estate. My name is Joan Thomas. I am an associate broker here in Atlanta, Georgia. I service the state of Georgia. I am also becoming licensed in Alabama, so I will soon be serving Alabama as well. This video is on a whim. I usually have notes, but today I just wanted to hop on and do a live video because I haven't been posting as much to YouTube. But I wanted to hop on real quick and just give that wealth of knowledge because agents are pushing home ownership. They are pushing go buy the house. They are pushing sell your house. But are they educating our community on, okay, you don't necessarily have to sell if you don't need to sell. If you don't need a bigger house with a bigger mortgage payment, if you want to just sell this house and start a business, you can. Not sell it, I'm sorry. Refinance this house and start a business, you can. Guess what those clients are going to do at that point? They're going to trust you. They're going to trust you because they understand that it's way more than just about the money for you um, as a realtor, buyer, a realtor seller relationship is more than just about the money. You want somebody who is going to educate you and teach you how to build wealth through real estate and not just for a transaction. If you are able to hold on to your property, pull that equity out and buy another property, do that. Do that. That way you'll have two properties. And in the event you need money, now you have an investment property that you can pull money out of. Now you have an investment property that you could potentially sell. So I want you guys to think about those things. If you have any questions, comment down below. I will drop my contact information down below as well. If you have any questions or you want a one-on-one consultation, I am available. Just send me a quick text message or give me a call. I'm available Sunday through Saturday. I work basically every day unless it's family time, and then I could take a phone call, but for the most part, I'm available. So I am here to educate and elevate. That is my goal in this community, in my community, because these are things that we were not taught. So that's all. If you guys have any questions, again, drop them down below and leave me a comment. Subscribe. I'm going to do more content. I am trying to figure this whole YouTube thing out. So I will be back with more education, more real estate tea. When I learn, you guys learn. All right. So thank you for watching. Have a good night.